We're streaming and it's game time. Alright. So unfortunately, due to real life, we lost a player. So I only have to roll d4. And
damn it!
Austin, you get to tell me what's going on.
Do you know how long it's been since I've had to do this?
Too long?
Like,
You should have done it by now.
Not long enough, actually.
I'm just glad it wasn't becoming a theme where I'd have to do it every week.
I was really hoping. So, last week we were killing a bunch of Dragonborn and Hobgoblins, working together for some reason. Before we started killing them, there was a fancy noble guy fighting with one of the Dragonborn, but not really doing anything. So we swept in, like the great people we are, and murdered everybody. And then the noble fancy guy got upset with us, because now he can't get no more information or whatever, and told us to meet him at a logging camp. So the group split up, unfortunately, to get to the location. But we had to hide from the Hobgoblin army that scoured the forest. Heian flew away and left everybody else to die, basically. And found the camp first. But it appeared we were being followed. So we moved away from the camp. We got found again. We moved further away. We went to a city. Basically couldn't rest until we got to the city because we kept getting followed by hobgoblins like assholes. Asshole goblins. And eventually we ended up in Westruun to tell them what was going on, and that's where we rested. But right after we rested, we were called into the mayor's office as all the adventurers in town had been gathered, and we were to escort a group of refugees from the city either north or south. The end.
Alright. So you guys are standing there in front of the mayor and stuff, determining which way you want to go. Well, I think you guys should RP some things.
I'll have a question.
What?
So before I make my choice, and for something for me to going off of the map, but I want to ask you just to make sure, because God of the game. If on our way to Stillben, would that be, what kind of terrain would that be?
Stillben? It'd be much of the same, and then it would be swampy.
So grassland followed by swamp.
A little bit of mountains and then a little bit of swamp.
Okay, but the majority of it will be grassland, correct?
I'd say it's probably 50-50.
Okay, that's good enough for me.
Did he say where we were going? Oh, no, he didn't. Right.
He gave us a choice.
No, I mean, he didn't tell us exactly where we were going.
He just said north or south. Personally, I've never been south, so...
I have.
I think he told you the city names.
He said Stillben or Whitestone, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he didn't mention them for fear of something.
Yeah.
Might be. I'm not sure.
Well, I'm fine with whichever direction we go.
Well, we know that there's, like, awesome cakes in Whitestone, so I'm for Whitestone, if that's where we're going.
I have a feeling that if we bring this many, as many refugees as we are, there's probably not going to be any cake left. Probably not.
He's got a point.
No. See, this is what happens. We get there first, because they're following us. And then, because I'm short and small, I can just sneak to the front of the pack no matter where we are in the group. And then, of course, I get first dibs.
So, let me get this straight. You want to walk ahead of the group of unarmed civilians, leaving them behind you to die.
No. What I'm saying is, before we get to the cake shop, I go first.
Well, we can go north and potentially investigate the disappearance of Mr. Derolo. Or we can go south, which might bring us to the shore.
Well, if you think about it... I need a drink. Well, anyways, if we go north, we'll be up in... we may have the high ground. Got to realize that when it comes to dragons, a siege is pretty much no. A city could be sacked in a day, no matter the terrain if you have a dragon. I'm pretty sure that's quite obvious.
True, but if I understand, the Derolos do have technology that may be able to do something. So perhaps by going to Whitestone, they'll have some ability to combat them that we don't know about.
Hey, El, got a question.
What's up?
So would we know about the whole thing of Whitestone becoming, like, invisible?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't think any of you guys were there during that time.
Most likely not, but I had to ask. I mean, if that's the case, then yay, but I'm not one to test the limits of a dragon.
I mean, either way we go, that danger's still the same.
Well, yeah, but if we go to Stillben, you can see as he kind of cringes at the mention of it and shakes it off. If we go south, per se, then we have the open water to go to instead of being backed into a corner to be burned, whatever.
So Tide, I don't know you that long, but I've noticed every time you say still been, you kind of cringe, like it's not a good place to go to.
Yeah, it's a little shady.
Well, I don't like shade. So let's go to Whitestone because it's bright. And we know they got cake.
But let me get this right. Would you rather be backed up in a corner or be allowed some chance of escape?
Well, if we're fighting a dragon, and
do I have cake?
Well, let's come to the agreement that if they have a dragon, then they're probably screwed either way we go. So let's assume they don't have one.
So I don't have cake.
No, dragon.
Dolly, you'll have cake anywhere, but perhaps south won't be as good as north, but you'll have cake.
Quality over quantity.
I would like to point out that in times such as these that will follow with the eggs, the milk and whatever to make the cake could be much better used for ration rather than a cake.
Well, just so you know, I'm from a farm, and my family's farm is actually on the way to Whitestone, so we could get all of the ingredients to present to make the cake, for somebody to make the cake.
Dolly, I have a question. What's your experience on the open water?
No.
No, okay, good answer. Well, when you're on the open water and you don't
I am not on the open water. I don't plan on being on any open water. And if you mention water again, I don't know what I'll do, but you just be careful because I don't got cake right now.
He shoves his face in his hand and rubs it and goes, "You're on a boat.
I'm not on a boat.
Little-
I'm on the land. You see, I'm standing right here. This is ground right here. This is rock. This is dirt. There's some grass right here. There's no water. You
I
see,
pull
no
a
water,
dagger
no
out of
water.
my boot and slam it into the table and go up and I stand up and I say, "If you want to be fucking serious, come get me," and I leave.
Well, damn, what crawled up his ass?
Not to dismiss your dramatic exit, but are we by a table?
I'd like to assume
No.
we're at a... Well, I throw a knife in the fucking floor then, or a wall, and I leave.
I would like
Pardon?
to pick up the dagger and inspect it, and if it's good, I'm gonna put it in my belt.
Alright.
Okay. It's likely a very worn-down dagger, what he uses to cut out things from things he killed.
Does it
Likely.
smell like fish?
It probably smells like guts, which may or may not be akin to fish.
Okay, so this is what she's gonna do. She's gonna pull up the dagger, she's gonna look at it, she's gonna kind of put it to her face, smell the handle, and turn her nose up, and just kind of put it back.
Okay. Sure.
He's just upset because he don't got cookies.
I mean, he does have some valid points, but I am thinking we might want to go to Whitestone. I mean, bringing your family along with us along the way is probably at least one good reason to go through Whitestone.
Yeah. I guess that would be nice. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Well, it's probably better than that we pick them up rather than, letting them deal with hobgoblins.
Very true. I don't think they even know how to deal with hobgoblins. But Lou might be able to. Them and their crew kind of protect us farmers.
Heian, what do you, which direction are you thinking of going?
Well, to be fair, I don't think it really matters. Either way, we're facing overwhelming odds if we're attacked.
Well, then let's do what I suggested a moment ago. Flip a coin. And we leave it up to the fates to decide. Oh.
Are you sure you want to leave that up to chance? Again, it really seems like, it seems like you should want to go pick up your family. I mean, that's what I would do if I was sure they were, threatened by an army of hobgoblins. I'd head towards where my family is.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I would like to know that they're okay.
Okay, well, I guess we should tell Tide.
I think it's best if you don't mention boat, water, or cake. Because he seemed to be very upset about our conversation, and that's what I got out of it. Boats, water, and cake.
Well, I think what he was trying to do was provide some sort of metaphor, maybe?
We've been in life and death situations. We don't got time for metaphors.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go talk to Tide then.
Just don't mention cake.
Right.
Or water. Water. Don't mention the water.
If you want to go get your family, then I suggest we go north. But I don't know if we want to make the decision without Tide. Maybe we should all go get him.
Give me a perception check.
Shit. Not on my computer. Hold, please.
A
What are
dragon
you
is
doing?
staring through a window. just a single eye.
Oh, don't mind me.
Alright. You and Dolly both spot Tide over by the mayor, but Leafy, you have no idea as to where Tide went. Even though he's probably like 20 feet away from you.
Oh, I wonder where he went.
Sneaky bastard.
Alright, you making your way up to the mayor. The mayor's talking to several other people.
I'll wait for him to be free. I'm not just gonna interrupt.
He'll glance over eventually. Has your group made a decision?
No, but I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
So, these the only convoy being sent out?
Yes, these are the only two convoys. We were pretty devastated down during the a few years ago during the dragon attacks. We had one pretty much camping out here, and then we had some Goliaths come in, and it was a very bad deal. So a lot of the people think it's best to flee. So we figure if we get the people out now, then they'll have a better chance of coming back to rebuild and surviving.
Yeah, well, I think your wording might have confused me a little. So, we have two caravans heading in one direction?
It's just going to be one big caravan that's going to split up, and one goes north and one goes south.
Okay, so we're deciding which way our caravan wants to go.
No, you're deciding which caravan you would like to go.
Oh.
But you don't have to if you don't want to.
Pick your grammatical poison, alright? Okay, so... alright. I would like to possibly... As the way we go, I would possibly like to requisition some things.
Perhaps. Depending on what they are.
Nothing too major. Enough arrows for about 10 archers. Yeah, is that good?
Probably not. We'll need them to defend the city while you guys escape.
He kind of gives a little bit of a wince. I mean, if you're moving everything out of the cities, and I feel like it's kind of forfeited that. There's really no purpose in defending nothing.
We don't know what they want, so we're having our soldiers stay behind and putting up a fight while you guys flee, so that the enemy has somebody to deal with, and they don't just chase you guys down. That's our commander's plan.
So be it. So enough arrows for, let's say, he kind of thinks from it, 2 archers, because I'm a little low. Is that good?
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Do you have any, perhaps you have some, alchemists who may be in these convoys?
I didn't hear the ending of that, sorry.
Asked basically if there are any alchemists in the convoy.
Perhaps we do have a pretty good gnome population.
Ah, that's good. Then once we pick a caravan, I'll see where we can go from there. Hunting trap? Like bear traps, steel traps? Any of those that we could possibly get? I doubt you'll be using those in defense of a walled city.
Possibly, I don't know.
Alright, thanks for a moment. Now, there's something, there's some past experience of mine I've been thinking about. may be a little too late to possibly design it, but I like nets, you see. They're quite useful when it comes to combat, especially against one target that's not too big. But I was wondering if possibly we could make some things that could fire a net.
I don't think we have the time.
Right, because that puts a hole in that. Well, I think that's all I really had to ask of you. Oh, rope. I'm assuming the caravan would have plenty.
I don't know, sir. I've kind of got a million pans in the fryer at the moment.
Ty tries to hide this disappointed, almost you're worthless kind of look on his face. Right.
Just let us know your decision when you make it. And he goes back to talking to some of the other people.
Right. As he turns around. Bitch.
Leafy, he's over here.
Oh, Tide. I think we've given where we want to go some thought. Now, Dolly had mentioned her family was on the way to Whitestone. I'm thinking it would make the most sense for us to go in that direction so that she can try and, save her family. Rather than just leaving it to chance whether or not they get captured by hobgoblins.
He very slightly nods, but doesn't really give any change in a facial expression. Okay. So are we just going to ignore the whole thing about trapping ourselves in the mountains?
Well,
I don't want to say it because I don't want to upset you, but there is water to the north. And she kind of ducks behind Leaf and peeks her head around his hip.
Elle, just a question. Whitestone doesn't have a harbor, does it?
No, Whitestone is in the mountains.
Yeah, Whitestone's landlocked. As he kind of raises an eyebrow, doesn't really change at what you're doing. Maybe a little confused, but, okay. I understand that water can be anywhere you go. It's just that, they don't have boats in Whitestone, at least that I've seen.
Well, no. You don't need boats in Whitestone.
That's what I'm getting at. And boats can be a good means of escape against people who don't have boats.
I'm not sure why you're always thinking of escaping here. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen, and I kind of want to fight for the sake of my friends, so if we get trapped in the mountains, I plan on doing everything I can to protect everyone, not just running away on a boat.
He just gives a very faint sigh. I mean, pardon me if I'm trying to save lives, or assuming the worst in the betterment of people, but kind of holds up his arms like a what you gonna do shrug.
Well, Ty, can I say something without you getting upset and throwing knives at me again?
Depends if it's an insult.
Well, I wasn't insulting you before.
And I didn't throw the knife at you, it was just out of frustration. It's natural.
So, anyway, the mayor said that there's two groups of people going, right? And you're saying that Stillben is like the best way to escape. So that kind of means that the people going north, they're already going north, they need protection. So they need...
he kind of cocks his head to the side and says, "Das why we have groups going to both caravans to protect both of
but
them."
like we're the best group. So shouldn't the group that's going north be the best group?
I appreciate your
then-
flattery.
Then she elbows Leaf and does this side hand, and then we get cake. But don't tell Tide that.
Yeah.
And like, see, we're the best, so that just makes more reason to go north. And besides, you get to meet my sister Cat. She's the best. She's like almost better than me.
Gotta kill Dolly again.
Please, he's one. His hair like slightly which covers one eye like all the time. The other eye just kind of stares at you and like squints to this like unamused expression. Don't take offense when I say I don't really care about your family.
Well, that's just because you haven't met him yet.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. But if we're bound together as a group, and I guess I'm ruled out of majority vote, then I guess maybe in about a month or so we'll see what it's like to be dead.
I can tell you from experience, darling, it's clearly not going to last.
I was just about to say that.
Still,
I was gonna say it doesn't last long.
The unamused expression stays. He's just kind of staring at both of you.
You guys were dead for a few years, though.
Just like a get it on with
Compared to
expression.
We can always do what Dolly suggested.
Flip a coin.
Just a little concerned that you'd weigh, like there's this concerned look, probably because you're weighing people's protection on a single coin.
Wow, Tide is such an asshole.
Right?
If you really want to do that and not think about it, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you.
Well, the fact of the matter is, it's incredibly dangerous to go in either direction. We'll be able to escape, and potentially protect as many people as we can if we go south, if the boats aren't attacked first. And if we go north, we'll be locked into a corner. So we'll have more chance of dying. What it sounds like to me, Tide, is you care about yourself first. Either way is dangerous. Either way, no matter where we go, half of this group, probably more, could die. It doesn't really matter. Dolly wants to go get her family.
He blinks. I appreciate your concern to appeal to my emotions, although it doesn't matter to me, but...
I'm not appealing to your emotions at all. I'm telling you what I think.
Well...
You know what I think? Oh wait, I should probably...
If you think that going north is the best possibility, and maybe you know some things that I don't about Whitestone, be my guest.
Alright, so... Go ahead.
What was that?
I'm not saying Whitestone is the best possibility. I'm simply saying one person that we know would like to go there to protect people important to her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Whitestone.
Alright.
That's not how coin flips work. You're supposed to call heads or tails in the air and then...
Oh. See, I was looking at this side of the coin, and it kind of reminded me of mountain, and I figured that's why we were going to Whitestone.
Hey, Elle.
What?
I asked about the terrain to Stillben. How's the terrain to Whitestone? I know at the end it's a little mountainous, but what about the journey there?
A little bit of plains and then mostly forest, and then mountain. Whitestone is at the base of a mountain.
Yeah. So would plain fall into the category of grassland?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So until you get to the first city, which is where Dolly's family is, it's going to be mostly plain, and then from that city on, it's going to be mostly forest.
So the tourist fields.
Yeah.
If I'm reading that right. Yeah, I'm reading it right.
I think it's mostly the Divine Plains. But tourist fields is where Dolly's people are.
No, you heard the man. He said Divine Plains.
That's right.
I mean, sure. The more I think about it, the less I do want to go to Stillben, even though there's a good chance of life. But some things are worse than death.
Like,
And our
Family.
boss. And our boss won't let us stay dead for too long.
I mean,
As long as he's alive.
at least 5 years, right? Or was it 3 years? How long has it been? I don't think I ever asked that question.
It's been-
2 or 3 years, darling.
You guys were dead for, I think, 3, and it's been 2 years, so...
It's been a year.
Yeah, it took us a while to get Sue back.
So it's been like 5 years. Alright. So, everybody bring up their character sheets.
Character sheet.
You guys will say that you're going to Whitestone. You guys will head out, and the wagons stuff are being prepared. The people are being prepared when the attack happens. So, you have 3 fails on skill challenge, and you need 10 successes. 8 successes. It will give you guys each 2 tries. You can't use a skill challenge more than once. Alright? So I'm going to set the scene. Do you guys want to go into initiative, or do you want to go Leafy, Dolly, and so forth at the bottom?
I have a question.
What?
Possibly, rather than just saying, I do this so that this, could we possibly add something, like some more thought to it to give us a sort of a bonus to the roll, rather than just being like a raw d20?
It's going to be a skill challenge, so you tell me basically what you want to do and how it fits in with that skill challenge.
Okay.
And then depending on if it succeeds or fails will depend on what happens in the story. Three failures and the skill challenge is failed, but depending on what happens in it, you might still like succeed in quotations with negative consequences.
Such as people dying.
Stuff like that, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm way confused.
So do you want to do initiative, or do you want to go by the names at the bottom of the...
I
No,
think
like,
she's more confused about the
I'm more
basis of what you're
confused
saying.
about- yeah.
Alright, so...
I'm not sure what you're...
So when you look at your character sheet, okay, when you look at Dolly's character sheet, excuse me, you see the skills, acrobatics, animal handling.
Right, yeah.
Alright, what you'll want to do is you'll want to pick one of those, like performance is your best skill. You'll want to give me a justification of how you're helping the caravan get out of the city without getting destroyed, or getting the people to motivated to leave. How you're getting the caravan out of the city before it's attacked. All right, because they're going to be attacking the city, and you guys are going to be trying to flee. So you'll want to give me 2 skills. On your first turn, I'll ask for a skill, Then on your second turn, I'll ask for another one.
Okay.
I do have a question.
We'll keep going until either we get 8 fails, or 8 successes and 3 fails. Whichever comes first.
I do have a question though.
What?
Are dragons involved in this attack?
You'll soon find out.
Christ. Okay.
By the way, I did give him a Dragon Slayer sword, which you guys have now lost.
Yeah, I realized that when we were fighting Dragonborn, and so I was like, Tiamat.
Oh, he can't just give it to us.
No,
Damn it.
He kind of like
Exploded.
realized what was going to happen and just abandoned you guys.
He was like, nah, other people can get fucked.
I mean,
Well.
lucky him, because I was going to drill his ass about that specter.
Alright. I think going by our name, our order on Roll20 is fine.
Alright. So in that case, we will go... Alright, I'm going to set the scene and then it'll be Leafy, Dolly, and so on and so forth.
Wait.
What?
Can we use a spell instead of a skill check?
No.
Or can we use a spell to aid a skill check?
It'd be an
That's, I think, what I
Arcana.
asked earlier.
It'd be an Arcana roll then.
If we use a spell to do it, it'll be Arcana?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright. Because as you guys let the mayor know that you'll be going to Whitestone, he tells you where to meet your caravan and that they're still preparing. You'll make your way towards the caravan when you see several, probably about 5 or 6 dozen wyverns flying over by.
Wyvern?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure.
Arrows start getting shot over the walls. You guys realize it's time to get the fuck out of Dodge or it's time to stay and fight. Leafy, what would you like to do?
Alright, so... And we're in the middle of throwing stuff into wagons, right?
Yes.
So basically, I'm just going to start hauling ass and throwing shit into wagons as quickly as I can.
Okay.
So, athletics for that?
Sure. That is one failure. As you go to run and you pick up, you toss this crate towards a wagon, and it ends up crashing into the back of the wagon, damaging the wheel and busting open the crate. So now the wagon is busted. The wheel has to be changed before it can even move, unless you're going to pick it up and carry it off. Dolly, you're up.
I don't like being on the spot like this.
Do what bards do, hon.
Yeah, I guess I'll do the performance and kind of attempt to distract the group from the terror by doing a little dance.
Alright. That's a success. What do you do exactly? Do you dance alongside them?
Basically dance alongside them. Am I allowed to play my flute?
Sure.
Kind of do the is it the Pied Piper?
Yeah.
So that's basically what I'm doing: skipping, dancing, playing my flute. Getting mainly it's the children and the probably the moms with the children distracted to move along with the caravan.
All right. Heian?
I'd like to keep an eye out to make sure that there's no stragglers and that there's none of them are coming close to the caravan to attack it, so that I can have some kind of advanced warning for either somebody getting left behind or somebody coming to kill people.
Okay. What's that going to be?
Perception, I guess. I was waiting for you to decide, but perception.
Yeah.
Sure, perception it is. That is a
Ooh.
success. That will actually count as 2 successes. So you're up to 3 successes, 1 failure.
Oh, so this is as a group?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Now we're just seeing who gets left behind.
you run up, you kick yourself off of one of the wheels on the wagon. You look up and you notice that you have plenty of time, but you also notice that a little girl has dropped her teddy bear and is running back, and you jump down, you scoop her up in your arms, and you throw her in the back of a wagon. Hide.
Yeah. So, question. You said the wagon's busted. How so?
The wheel's busted.
Like, what would this take to fix?
Brand new wheel.
God damn. Alright, I would like... Because apparently we need the wagons, and without a wagon you can't have a caravan. I'm gonna...
There's only one wagon damaged.
Well, I know, but... Of course, people get stingy over their things. It's like the mayor of Rivertown from The Hobbit.
Okay.
I'll try to fix the damn wagon, sure.
What are you going to roll?
I would try to argue that survival instincts are coming into play here.
No.
Okay. Then I'm not sure.
To fix a wagon. We could say...
I tried negotiating and I failed.
Probably athletics.
That'll work. Oof.
That is a fail.
Base 5. At that point, it's just like, yep, nope, leaving the wagon.
Alright. That is 2 failures, 3 successes. Alright. So, we go back to Leafy.
Alright.
It's only going to...
I'm
You can't use athletics because you've already used it.
Yeah. And I'm guessing the hobgoblins... Are the hobgoblins, getting into the city now?
Not
following
yet.
behind?
Not yet.
Okay. Then I'm going to try and use my animal handling to get the carts moving, or get all the wagons moving, and get them started moving out of the city.
Alright, getting the caravan going on its way. Alright, that works.
I'm going to use my inspiration for the animal handling.
Alright.
Yeah, animal handling.
21, that's a success. So you're at 2 failures, 4 successes. You need 4 more successes and only 1 failure. Dolly, you are up.
So after I played my flute a little bit, I'm going to do some cartwheels and tumbles to entertain the group and kind of move them with the horses or whatever's going on.
Alright, so we'll be acrobatics. That is another success. Alright. So you see Leafy smacking horses on the ass as the caravan's beginning to roll out of the city. You see Dolly playing her flute, doing cartwheels and backflips, getting people motivated to go. You just threw the little girl in the back of the wagon as it's moving along. What you're up to now?
Oh god. Fuck, I don't know what to do. How big of a radius is the caravan?
It's a good size.
Oh god. Gross. center that on wherever I want? Hang on, let me read something, because... Oh. Natural terrain. And that would take 10 minutes anyway. Just go fuck myself. Spells.
What you doing?
What kind of roll would that be?
Arcana.
To go fuck yourself would be Arcana.
I mean,
Yeah.
hey, it's a feat.
I think it would kind of be acrobatics. I mean, you got to twist and turn to get it there. I mean, I'm just saying.
Not if it's magical, that's why it's Arcana.
What you doing? Come on.
I'm floundering, that's what I'm doing. Oh shit. Can I... Fuck, I've already used perception, I can use that again. Oh man, I don't know.
Oh, this is gonna be your fail. Come on.
I would like to use my history of the history that I've learned when I was studying astrology, because, you know, you have to know where you can see what from where, to try and figure out the best way to go after we leave the city.
You stole my fucking roll.
Ugh.
Roll
Can I
it.
use nature then?
You can use
No,
history.
It's too late, man.
I mean, I could use nature for the same thing.
That, my friends, is your third fail. Tide, you're up.
Well, I would like to. So, where are we in the city relative to the gates that we have to go through?
Getting ready to roll out. The caravan's on the move. Not to leave the city.
So I will just. Damn, that's kind of hard. I will go ahead and basically make sure everything's okay for us to go. Because for all we know, there's like a wyvern waiting outside of the gate for us. So I'd like to go and check and make sure everything's okay where we're leaving.
Alright. Probably be perception or investigation.
I'm going with that wisdom base. Oof, okay, there's a wyvern.
Alright. That's going to be it for the skill challenge. You ended with 4-5. Alright. So the caravan starts to move out. The gates begin to open. And that's when it happens. Wyvern. I can't even fucking speak. Sorry, guys. I'm getting my tooth cut out tomorrow. My cheek and my gums are all numb right now. So excuse the speech impediment. So the wagons are attacked. As soon as they leave the city, you see several children just get mowed down right away with arrows. These are young gnomes, small human children. I mean, they thought they were going to be safe at the front or the middle of the caravan, and it just didn't work out for them. Several of the soldiers are picked up and just thrown in the air to fall to their death. Several wagons just get annihilated, but you guys finally make it on the road and away from the town with severely high casualties. You went from probably roughly about 25 wagons down to 6. A lot of the people are now walking, and a lot of the soldiers were taken out defending the caravan as they left. So you probably have... let me look it up real quick. Alright. grab my calculator here.
Cause math.
It's just
Yeah, because of math. You guys went from probably roughly 13,000 people down to 6,000 people. You lost roughly half of the people that you were with in your caravan escaping the city. You guys traveled for roughly a day and a half with no sleep, pushing on because of the massacre that happened. During this time, Leafy, you have time to think back of that year break. What's Leafy thinking about? What happened during that year long?
Well, at the start of it, he was relieved over the resolution of the resurrection crisis, and his friends had returned back to him. But then he remembered that he had completely forgotten the important duty that his village gave him. He hasn't done anything to resolve that since coming over to this continent. So he ended up traveling. He gave a goodbye to his friends and traveling companions and went back to Craghammer for a bit. Planted a seed there and then went on a pub crawl. He's not sure what happened. He doesn't remember it, but he ended up face down in the snow in a mountain with no clothes and no path down. After some careful climbing, he then headed on his way back to Amon, where he met up with the rest of the group before they went to Whitestone.
And as this runs through your mind, you finally decide that it's time to stop, and some of the Westruun soldiers, they slow down the caravan and go, we have to give the horses a rest or they're just going to die on us. We're going to need people to take watch.
understood.
I'll take part in first watch. Why not?
There's going to be about 3 of you taking part in first watch. So it can be tied in somebody else or tied in 2 soldiers or 3 of you. It's up to you.
How many watches can I take part of? Because I only have to meditate for 4 hours.
1.
Okay.
And how many soldiers are left?
Not very many.
Well, is there enough to use 2 soldiers in everyone's watch?
Yeah, there's 6,000 people. So you're just like watching a section. There's some other guards watching different sections of the caravan. It's not like you're keeping track of the entire caravan. You're keeping track of just a certain area. There's other people on watch.
Okay. But if we decided for each of us to have different guards help us on our own watch, would that be possible?
Yes.
Then let's do that.
I'll take the second watch.
I'll take the 3rd.
Woo! Last watch me. There is a last watch.
There's only 3 watches.
Darn!
Meaning that we get attacked, ah!
You can help somebody on their watch, Dolly. Or you could sleep and dream about cake.
Cake.
All right.
I'll take watch with Leafy.
All right. So Ties, you're up for the first watch, and you look around, and the vision of the massacre that these people just went through, and the strength they had to keep fleeing, surprises you, because as you walk through the camp, you don't think there's a single person in here without some kind of bruise or injury or blood on them from something. You haven't seen this type of horror since probably Vasselheim. It's been a long time since you've seen something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of worries you. But your watch goes uneventful. And Dolly, as you lay there sleeping, you begin to dream about what you did through your vacation since you've been back.
Vacation?
So why don't you tell us about your break? What did you do during your break?
I'm just gonna read my paragraph. Or my multiple paragraph. It's been a year since I came back, and apparently a lot has changed. And all I remember are bits and pieces, mainly cookies. But Quinn has disappeared, and it's not a good idea to look for him. I think that's where that silver mask later went off to, because I haven't seen her but a couple of times several months ago. She was sweet, but a little snobbish if you ask me, and a friend Callie or whatever. So annoying. Since I've been back, the Cunning trawlers haven't had their best rep amongst the Amon people. So I just kept low-key and decided not to return to the Harlequin Tumblers. Now if you hear I got fired for not showing up to performances for like 5 years, you tell that Mr. J that he should have tried appearing from a different plane or whatever. Anyways, I attempted to get some side action by doing my own door-to-door singing-gram. I figured it would be a piece of cake. Ooh, Slayer's cake. Man, do I wish they were here. Oh, wait, where was I? Yeah, so the door-to-door singing-grams were a big hit. Until one day I got roped into performing in front of like 5 people. It was so scary. Other than that, I've just been hanging out with the new group Soup had me up with. There's Leafy and Ty, who've been living it up since the Great Battle at Vasselheim. And there's Heian, who's like me. All I know is things are a bit different without Harold, Quinn, or Mr. Haruto. And for some reason, I get real tense when it gets dark all of a sudden. Other than that, things are quite perfect in every way. As long as I get my cookies or cake, I'm a happy camper. I really need to get a hold of Kat, though. I'm sure she's fine. She's always looked after every one of us. But I've been able to send her a letter since I got back. Yeah.
Alright. So second watch comes up, and Heian, you're walking through the camp. Are you doing anything special?
No, I'm being a fucking bird.
You're gonna be a bird?
Yeah. As long as I haven't seen any dangerous creatures like wyverns flying overhead, yeah, do that.
Alright.
Wyvern swoops by, picks up the bird, flies away with it.
As you're flying above, give me a perception check.
Do I get advantage for being a bird?
Sure. If birds have advantage.
If I'm a giant owl or a giant eagle, or an owl, I'm just assuming I have advantage.
Off in the distance, you see several things fly in your direction. They're quite a ways away, but they seem to be approaching your direction.
And they're flying?
Yep.
Gonna land and notify a guard to spread word.
Alright.
How long is the caravan? Like, are we grouped up?
It's probably about a mile long.
Oh, Jesus fuck. Well, so it seemed like they were gonna get there pretty quickly.
Get where?
Here, in our direction.
No. They're still quite a few hours away.
Okay. Then I would like to cast hallucinatory terrain, maybe, on just the section of the caravan that my friends are in. So I can cover a 150-foot cube.
For how long?
8. That's on my character sheet, not somewhere
I believe
else.
it's 24 hours.
Yeah, it's 24 hours.
So what are you doing?
I'm just... that.
So you're telling everybody to just stay still and...
Well, it's, I can make it look like natural terrain for a 150-foot cube, so I'm just gonna make it the land that it is, but there's no caravan for that 150-foot cube. Or 150-foot cube. So I like my friends better than everyone else.
Okay. Alright. There's another sorcerer in there that goes ahead and casts it up again, and the whole caravan's covered. Third watch will eventually come up.
Alright. And perception check from me then.
As you guys are hiding underneath this illusion, this terrain, this illusion, you guys see about a dozen ravens. You know what the fuck I mean.
Wyverns?
Wyverns, yes, fly overhead. They don't seem to notice you and keep going.
Which direction were they traveling in?
North.
North?
Of course they were.
Northeast.
Oh, even better. The exact same direction we're traveling.
Then ought to do it.
So what's the plan, guys? You guys gonna wait here for the 24 hours?
I didn't know the watch was ended.
Yeah, you're up and you're waiting to get the gist. You can let them decide, or you can have participation in deciding what's going on. It's up to you guys.
So, anyways, guys, it looks like there was a bunch of wyverns that flew over us last night, and they're heading in the exact same direction as we are.
But the good news is they didn't notice us.
Yeah, but that could also mean that when we get to Whitestone, it could already be under attack.
I would say that they were probably scouts. It would be more likely that they're scouting ahead or
Thus,
softening
like-
up.
That
Sorry,
could be.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
He just said that's likely
Oh, okay.
in what you were saying.
Alright, well, let's, well, we should probably get the caravan moving then.
Especially if the scouts have gone ahead.
Alright, and so I guess I'd go to whoever is running the caravan?
All right.
I'm not sure who that is. but I would tell him, so hey, there were wyverns that passed over us last night, heading in the same direction as we're traveling.
Alright, Major Greg is the one in charge. He's like, yeah, we noticed. We noticed.
I thought all caravan leaders were named Jack.
We've noticed. We should probably modify our route. But that means we'll have to leave some of the wagons behind, or we can stay on the road. It didn't look like there were very many of them. But defending the people takes priority.
Perhaps we should send an advance party to see if the road ahead's being held against us.
I could, Plains and I have always been decent friends and acquaintances, so I could go ahead and see.
You should take some people with you, though. You know, strength in numbers, all that.
I mean, he thinks, looks over to the party. How many wyverns was there?
10.
10. Oof. I feel like no matter... I've never fought a wyvern, but I would assume how big they are that they're decently powerful. So I feel like the more people we take, the more it would be easier to spot us.
Yeah, it would seem stealth might be our better option here. We at least need to know if the trail ahead is going to be dangerous or not, I think. And if it's not, then we don't have anything to worry about.
So, you're going to go by yourself?
Sure.
I mean, I will go with him.
I would also go with him.
Y'all just trying to die, ain't you?
Hey,
Are you trying to die?
That's what I was thinking.
I can stealth almost as well as you can.
Aha, but is your favorite terrain grasslands? Aha.
My favorite terrain is every terrain when you could transform into stuff.
Prove it.
I transform into a two-headed goat!
I wasted it, I win.
Alright. So I'm taking that two-headed goat thing didn't really happen.
What?
So are you heading on up?
I mean, I can't really stop them from following me.
Well, at least one person should. You shouldn't be completely alone.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And again, if we need to fight our way out, like I have a better chance of helping you with that.
But I feel like if we get spotted by wyverns, they'd easily chase our asses down. You kind of got to think about that.
You're not good at stealth?
I am.
Alicia, you're not good at stealth?
I'm good at stealth.
Alright, well, there you go. Both of you are good at stealth. You just be extra careful.
Alright. If you two are the only two going, I'm fair warning you. It's very dangerous.
Mm-hmm. I'm well aware.
You should probably do that thing to make us better at stealth. Whatever that thing is.
Oh, do what? Do this? Oh.
Yeah, that feels about right.
Well, if we die, we die. Seems like the world is going to shit anyways.
Alright, give me a stealth roll.
Sure thing, Bows.
And how far out are you going?
Hold on, let me read something real fast just to make sure. You're going to lost your find needs. You're going to travel. So, while Leaf and I are traveling these grasslands, difficult terrain won't affect us. And I am not traveling alone, so I can't move stealthily at a normal pace. While tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their sizes, and how long. Okay, so flying creatures need to land at some point, correct?
You're not tracking the flying creatures.
Well, no, I'm not tracking the flying creatures. I'm just saying as we go, maybe I could see where they've landed.
Possibly.
If they've landed.
Alright, give me your stealth roll.
Sure thing, Bouse. Plus 10.
So we've got 21 and 23. Oh, 21 and 22.
Yep. And how far we're going? A mile ahead?
Yeah,
To start-
miles.
To start, a mile.
And then see if we can find anywhere that would have a good vantage point.
That would be nice. But we also have to take in mind that if we can see something, you can likely see it.
Eh.
So, L, do we get eaten?
I don't know.
Oh. The DM doesn't know. Quick, let's bolt to Vassal. Oh, not Vasselheim. Whitestone. God. Wrong.
Alright, I'm only going to roll once for the two different types of things that you might run into. To see if they see you. Because they are actively searching, so I don't go by their...
Yeah, that's understandable.
And I believe it's a wits roll, right?
Perception, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Because we are trying to get past them without being...
Alright, so he
We're
does.
not really past them, just seeing them, really.
Alright, Leafy and Tide, I'd like you to place your tokens somewhere on the map.
Okay. Oof, accident.
But we're probably, like, over here because we're trying to hide.
Well, yeah, we're not going to be on the road, so...
What do you
obviously.
mean?
Fuck.
5 wyverns.
500 wyverns.
That works.
Alright, as you guys are stepping along, you guys hear a giant squawk. And you look up, and you see a wyvern heading in your direction, as if it spotted you. And then you see several others head in your direction. You said you were a mile away from the others?
Yep.
What do you
If
do?
we made it that far. If we made it that far.
What do you guys do?
What's going on?
How far away are they?
They'll be within you within a round.
Let me read something real fast because I may have something really funny that I can legitimately use here. A spell that never gets used. Yeah. So L
can I get behind a rock to where they can't see us?
No, there's only 2 rocks in there in front of you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30,
Okay.
35 movement. You can get behind that one in your movement speed. But you don't know if they can't see you. Because they are in the air.
So, I have a question
Yes.
for you, El. So, this spell right here,
Answer 2 seconds.
if I were to use that underwater, would water go in the extra dimensional space?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That leaves a problem for Leaf. I am going to try to get to a point of cover and directing Leaf with me. Try to get to a point of cover where we have broken line of sight. Like, I'm not trying to hide, I'm just trying to break line of sight.
Alright. Just so you know that the riders will probably be able to figure your rope trick out.
So,
Because there is a rope that's sticking out.
which I can pull into the space, caught you. The rope can be pulled into the space, and I quote, "Can I break line of sight?" Just in case it helps, first turn on initiative, my move speed increases to 40.
I'm gonna say you'll have to do a hide check.
Well, I'm not trying to hide, I'm trying to break line of sight.
And I'm saying you can't do that without rolling stealth to hide.
Okay, I still have pass without trace. So, stealth check for me and Leaf.
It'd just be you.
Well, I'm trying to direct Leaf to come with me.
Sure.
Just like, "The fuck, trust me," and just, like, kind of tug him and run. But, so that's a 28, and he has a 22.
Alright. Alright. You believe that you've succeeded?
Okay, I'm gonna cast Rope Trick. I am going to basically just disappear and yank him in with me and pull the rope in.
Alright. How long are you gonna stay in there?
The whole fucking hour.
Alright. So... you guys are going to stay out of this combat. You are not allowed to come out.
Okay.
I need everybody else to add their tokens to the map now.
I think I can still hear things, though, while in the space, because it says, I think it says a window.
You're closing
Invisible
that.
entrance.
You're closing that when you pull the rope in.
No, it's not closed. Like, read it, dude. It's not like the entrance closes. Basically, it's the, what's it called? The, like, it's like if I took a door out of the doorway, basically. But they can still walk into the house. It's just they don't know the door is there. So I can still hear things.
You can see, you can't hear.
Sure.
That's what it says. It says you can see as if it was a 3 by 5 foot.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't state I can't hear. But it's your ruling.
It doesn't state that you can either.
Your ruling.
All right. So. Fuck. All right. So you guys are traveling up ahead. You guys climb into your rope trick, and as you guys vanish, you see a wyvern land with a rider looking around, and then they fly up. They would head towards the caravan, which is a mile away.
Didn't they not know where it was?
They've got a larger range. Like you've seen them when they were flying around, they have a large range of sight as well. And you're not like a small group moving along. You're 6,000 people strong moving along. And you guys are at the ass end of the caravan, and we will roll initiative. And I'm going to say that you guys can see the caravan being attacked if you want to join the initiative.
Okay. Where would we be on the map?
You're not going to be on this map for a while.
But, I mean, where would you want me to put my token for the initiative, is my question.
Just put it off to the side.
Okay. I'll just put it down in this little corner. Or, that's not the corner. Right.
Would you like all the wyverns to attack on the same turn, or would you like them to each have their own turn?
I mean, it's gonna be deadly either way.
I think them being separate... yeah, actually, that's a hard choice.
Let's flip a coin.
I wish I had your optimism and cheer.
Roll dice for all life's decisions.
Alright, Leafy, what is your movement?
My movement is 40 feet, but on as long as I haven't moved in the previous round, basically I can go 80.
Alright, so you can go 121 round, and then 80 the rest of the rounds. Right?
Yeah, that'd be right.
So we'll say that you weren't a mile away. Because there's 5,280 feet in a mile.
That's why I did say if we made it that far.
So we'll say that. So you'll be out 3 rounds. Tied, you'll be out 4.
If it helps, on the first turn of initiative, I get 40 movement. If that helps, instead of 30.
Well, you'll be. Well, it really doesn't help. You'll be. I'm guessing you're going to be full dashing the whole way.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll be running, movement, then action to dash, movement, action to dash. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys can add your tokens up here. And that'll be when you guys come into play. All right. Austin, you are up.
I'm assuming it's not stormy weather.
It is not stormy weather.
Well, I can only see 2 wyverns right now. And as far as I know, the back of us is unprotected, so I'm gonna move 20 feet. And cast Call Lightning. Oh, can I upcast that? I can upcast. I didn't know I could do that. I'm gonna cast Call Lightning at level 4.
Even bigger lightning.
On which one?
The one that's directly in front of me. This one.
All right.
Do each of these have riders?
Nope, just one.
Oh, cool.
Dex roll, DC 14.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Oh, what a bitch. Let me get.
And a natural 1. I mean, if it was disadvantaged.
I mean, can it be?
No.
Oh, the duality.
So does it take half?
It takes 12 damage, yeah. And I get to just do that every time.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. The goblin jumps off the raven. So that's going to be half its movement to get off. We'll say that needed. He'll make it right there on his turn. All right, Dolly, you're up.
Oh, did I miss something? Oh, okay. I'm gonna immediately look at the hobgoblin and pull out my crossbow. That's what I have. Short bow. That's what I meant. Short bow.
Okay. An 18 will not hit.
What?
The air crossbow bolt flies through the air, and just as it's about to hit him, he throws his arm up, knocking it out of the way. This looks like a fierce hobgoblin, unlike any other that you have seen.
Obviously.
Gross.
She is gonna go over here. And then see this thing and do another 5 feet.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Alright. Wyvern's turn. This one's going to engage with this one. This one's going to engage with this one. This one's going to engage with you. He's going to 5, 10. He's going to fly down, swoop down, attack, and then swoop back up.
Okay.
These will do the same. So they will all end up up in the air away from you guys.
How far up?
About 30 feet up in the air.
Hey, L.
Okay, this attack is against you.
Who's
Does
you?
an 18 hit?
Who's you?
The
That's me, I
druid.
think. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, that's 1 above my armor class.
Alright. It swings down. It swipes its claws across you, and just as it's flying up, its stinger flies down. Does a 14 hit?
No, 14 misses.
The stinger flies down, and you just duck out of the way as it sweeps by the back of your neck. The claw mark across the top of your shoulder bleeds just a little bit. 1 round down. Yes, Tide.
Once I get, even though I only have 9 arrows, once I get within range, could I start making pop shots at the wyvern? Still using my movement to move forward, of course. I'll accept that it will delay me a couple rounds, but I'd want to get some attacks in. Once I get within about, like, I think it's 150 for a longbow.
150 or 120?
I think it's 150.
Isn't 150 not? That's without disadvantage?
150 is without disadvantage. So when I get about 150 close, could I start making pop shots?
Sure.
Thanks.
Alright, you're up.
How much did it hit me for?
Oh, it did 15 slashing to you.
Okay, so I gotta beat a 10. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm gonna call lightning! I get to do that for forever now, basically. Can I just be an attack? Oh, you're gonna, ugh. You're gonna post a blurb every time, computer?
Alright, so you gotta beat a 14. 14 dex. Same one?
Yeah.
12.
So it takes 28 lightning damage.
The lightning bolt flies out of the sky and cracks into the back of its neck and right in between its wings. It sparks between its teeth, and it lets out a mighty whine. Oops, I didn't mean to move the token. There. As that hurt it.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my Balm of the Summer Court. D6 thing. I'm gonna use 2 on myself. Wow, 6. Amazing.
And temp HP.
There we go.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alright. This guy moves up and engages with this soldier. Dolly.
She is going to try this one.
That will not hit. Gee, man, you critted on it.
You heard the man, doesn't hit.
So 10 points of damage.
Yep.
Alright, the crossbow flies through the air, sticking it in its swing muscle. What else would you like to do?
And she's gonna run this way. And she's like, oh crap, she sees this. She doesn't know what to do.
Back and forth.
So that's what she's doing.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, their turn. She's gonna swoop down. She's gonna swoop over. These are gonna swoop down and then back. Swoop down and back.
Fuck, I have a staff. I could have meleeed it when it
Down
got out of my
back, swoop
range.
down and back. Okay. Sorry, these guys take damage as well. And the soldiers, they act when they get down and attack as well. I pre-wrote all this yesterday while I was in the bedroom.
All natural 20s. Every single one.
Come on. No, but I was expecting everybody to be here.
Hey, man.
All
The
right.
core group is still here. That's all that matters.
All right. You're up, Druid.
Oh my god, again? Holy shit. Okay. Did it attack me?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't roll for you. I was going on my piece of paper.
Remove.
Listen, it can choose not to attack me, okay? It can make that decision.
Oh no, it attacked you.
Oh no, it happened.
All right. 12 misses. It sweeps down with those claws, but you know how deadly they are. And instead of him swinging his stinger down, this time he tries to take a bite. And he takes a bite, picks you up off the air, and drops you. But you only left maybe about 2 feet up off the air. You take 13 piercing as the bite sinks into your shoulder.
Okay. Oh, thank God. Oof. Concentration is scary.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Obviously, I have to call lightning him again.
Okay.
Obviously.
He needs to stop.
It's a dex save. And he takes another direct hit. Lets out a big whine. Arrgh!
23. Short rest. No, long rest. I'm gonna back up 10 feet so he can't get at me as easily.
He could crawl under the wagon.
Yeah, but then it has to crawl under the wagon.
Light bulb over Dolly's head.
Alright. Alright, this hobgoblin's turn. He buries his longsword into the soldier. The soldier's still alive, but he's looking pretty rough. This hobgoblin and these 2 ravens are fucking him up. Dolly, it is your turn.
I am going to cast Cloud of Daggers. Did that go? What happened? Oh, that's right.
Do I not go into the initiative this round?
And it's gonna be
This is only the second round, right?
This would be the third.
Yeah, this is the 3rd round.
This is the
Yeah,
third round.
I've made 2 constitution soothing throws.
Yes, yes.
Alright.
So instead of 4d4s, it's actually 6d4s of damage.
Where'd you put it? Oh, around him?
So that's what he gets right now, and then at the start of each of his turn, right? So
As long as he's in that square, yeah. 20 damage. Holy
starts
shit.
with each turn, yeah.
Get effed. Dolly's pulling out all the daggers. Wait, do all of the daggers smell like fish?
Remember,
Alright.
she tossed that back.
Tide, you would have acted if this is the 3rd round?
Yeah, I'm just popping some shots off at the nearest wyvern.
Or no, you wouldn't have. Sorry, Leafy.
Would I have been able to get some shots off though?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but we'll let Leafy go first.
Yeah. So, if I could, I would move over by this guy here and go into a rage. And I'm assuming this guy is just out of reach, right?
He's 30 feet up in the air.
Alright. Then I'm going to go into a rage, but I'm holding my action to attack the wyvern if it comes close.
Okay. Then, is that all you're going to do, Dolly?
Yes.
All right.
Hesitantly, yes.
Leafy, make a crossbow shot.
What?
Make a bow shot or whatever.
I think you got like 2 names.
Tide. You
Tide.
You said Leafy make a crossbow shot, and I was like, what?
All right, Tide, make a shot.
Okay, so question: would I get my bonus attack for this?
No.
For my like dread ambush. But okay, so 2 shots it is. 1 shot. Does a 22 hit?
No.
Oh, okay. We're gonna aim for 23 now. Oh hey.
A 22 doesn't hit a wyvern?
I'm fucking with him.
I hope you.
Listen. You didn't sound like it, okay? I gotta know if I'm gotta be scarred.
Just make my movement and take my 2 shots and keep on.
Alright, the wyvern's turn. It is going to swoop down, so it's going to give you your attack.
Yep, I'm going to...
You don't have Sentinel, right?
What?
What?
You do not have Sentinel, right?
No.
Alright, so it's going to swoop down, attack you twice, and then fly out of range, giving you your attack, though.
Okay.
Alright.
And, of course, the wyvern gets advantage on me because I'm reckless attacking.
Or maybe he attacks before you attack.
Alright. No, because he said when it gets within range.
Hey, I tried.
Alright. Does a 14 hit you?
Nope.
Does a 10 hit you?
Nope.
Alright, so... misses. Alright. These 2 fly down to this guard. He is picked up and basically ripped apart. This one's going to... yeah, it's got plenty of time to attack you and fly back out. Oh, still 30 feet up in the air. They got flight movement of 80. They're not...
Oh, wow.
yeah, they...
I'll just go fuck myself, I guess.
So I did Claw Bite last time, so this one is Claw Stinger on you. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oh god. I failed. Pretty sure I'm gonna go unconscious.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Would you like me to roll it, or would you like to take the percentage that it gives you in the book?
It gives you a percentage in the what?
The average.
Oh, I
I can roll it. It's 100% up to you.
don't know what the average is, so I just feel like I'm gonna go unconscious.
So would you like me to roll it?
You do what you want to do.
All one. All one.
Well, I think you'll have a better chance of staying alive if I roll it, to be honest with you.
Okay. You do that.
Because if I take average, you will go unconscious. All right, just so you know ahead of time.
I bet you I'm still gonna go unconscious because I'm gonna roll more.
Fuck!
Yeah.
You take 11 piercing
Okay, I'm unconscious.
and 26 poison.
Nani?
The wyvern flies in. and you duck its claws because you know it's coming. And just as you move it out of the way of the bite, the stinger taps you right in between the shoulder blades. Your body tenses up, and you look up at it as it's flying away. Your vision goes a little blurry. You can feel the blood running out of your nose. You collapse to your knees, and then back. And you can feel the foam bubbling out of your mouth as the poison takes you out.
Gross. And now it's my turn. Yay!
Alright. Does he take the daggers at the start of his turn?
Yes.
Alright. So I guess roll it. 14. Alright. He moves out of the daggers and jumps up, and he starts attacking the villager on the wagon. Leafy.
Well, shit. Let's see how. I moved last turn. Alright, well, I'm gonna get here, and I'm going to be throwing a javelin at the big, hobgoblin there.
Alright.
Oh, and I can attack twice, so that's 2 javelins. Still reckless attacking, of course.
Alright. They will both hit. Minus 15 for the first one. 13 for the second. 2 javelins fly through the air, sticking him in the thigh and into the side of the stomach. Ugh! He looks at you with pure, unadulterated anger on his face. Give me a... no, you're raging. Never mind. Dolly, you're up.
Okay, she is going to move closer. And double check something. Yeah. So she's going to center her sphere of shatter directly in between these two.
And what does it do?
These two guys right here. Oh, I'm sorry. That's just... How do I get this in?
I don't actually know.
So it's like a loud noise. They have to do a Constitution saving throw.
They both failed their Constitution saving throw. What's the range on it?
It is it's a 10-foot radius sphere. I have 60 feet, so
okay. Okay.
Even though I'm on the ground, they're 30 up.
So you do range. You do 15 thunder.
25 thunder.
Nice.
So, Dolly, if you click the cogwheel That's right next to whatever the spell is in your spell list.
Well, they don't want to take your damage, okay? Because their shit's not popping up.
At the very bottom, if it's an attack spell or a heal spell, like Shatter or Cure Wounds or something, at the very bottom before the description, it says include spell description in attack.
Dolly,
you can turn it.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Dolly, give me a perception.
Got it. Okay. Perception.
You notice hentai is down again.
God fucking damn it, hentai.
Okay. That is a bonus action, so since I did notice that on my turn, I will cast Healing Word. Level 2. So he gets 9 back. And then I guess that's my turn because I did my movement action bonus. Got it. Good.
Alright. Tide, I'll let you go ahead and take another shot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... How is this one looking? The one at the top.
Looks like it's got a few arrows in it. And a slash or two.
Okay, I'll just keep shooting it. That worked.
I did bludgeon it.
Yeah, it did. It's got some bruises. 1 shot, 2 shot. And I keep moving forward.
Alright, their turn. This one's going to come here, attack you, Leafy, and then fly up above the tree.
Oh, do I not get an attack of opportunity on him?
When it flies away, you will.
Okay.
This one's going to do the same to you, Dolly. And so will this one. He's not within your daggers. He's 30 feet up in the air. I'm gonna do it fair. I'm gonna give it a perception check to see if it sees you awake.
Just this comic scene of up, down, up, down.
That's usually how I play D&D.
At a 90 degree angle, wakes up before getting poked with the needle, going back down.
Alright, so those two are going to engage with those two. Alright, so Leafy's the only one that's actually going to take a roll. 17 hit.
17 is my armor class, so yes.
Half of 13.
Okay. Got it.
11 misses.
Uh-huh.
Alright. You spit up all this fuzz, that foam that was coming out of your mouth, and you wake up laying on the ground. Dolly's words echoing into your head. What do you want to do?
I stand up. Is the wyvern on the ground or in the air?
It's in the air.
Awesome. Cool. Okay. So I'm going to move 10 feet this way. And give me 2 seconds.
Remember, it was half movement to get up.
Yep. Which is just want to double check something. Alright. I would like to transform into a giant hyena.
Alright.
Oh, I'm just gonna... excuse me, giant hyena. Get the fuck over here.
Did you drag it onto the map?
I'm trying. There we go.
This was when you were supposed to use the two-headed goat.
Put me over. Yeah, thanks. Oh, fuck. I've already made my decision, so I can't undo it, even though I wanted to cast a spell first. But, you know, that's cool. It's fine.
You're going to be pushed over here because of the wagons in the way.
Yep.
You can't share a same space.
Can I climb over the wagon on the other side of the goblin?
Sure.
And I'm gonna attack.
I don't think you get your movement twice, though.
Okay. Then do you want me to use half of my druid's movement or half of the hyena's movement?
You move 10 feet, so that gives you an extra 5 feet. So you can get up on the wagon and attack him.
I could just attack around the NPC. Unless you don't, like...
Poor NPC.
Can I reach it?
Wagon drivers.
Yeah, I think they have a 10-foot reach, right?
I have 5 feet.
5 feet?
Yeah.
So no, you wouldn't be able to attack him. Because technically you can't share the same space, so you'd be right there.
I fucked myself by not saying what I wanted to do first, but it's too late now. I'm a giant hyena.
So you want to save your attack option?
Yeah, if the...
You can use your action to move.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Or you can say, I'm holding it for a trigger.
Wish I'd done my fucking bonus action. Oh, bastards. Yeah, oh, I can just get a fucking reaction anyway. I'm gonna stand here so the wyvern hopefully doesn't attack the NPC guy. And I will use the dodge action.
Alright. Alright, on his turn, he's gonna jump down, ignoring the guy. And he's gonna try to fuck the kitty cat up for hurting him so bad.
He can try to fuck me, but...
Even in combat.
Barbed penis.
God.
Even in combat, like, you're insatiable.
But can he satisfy me?
Alright, which is your AC 16?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
What's your AC? Does a 16 hit?
17.
Alright.
16 misses.
So he swings his longsword down, you move out of the way. He brings it up, slicing it across your chest, and then brings the point down into your thigh muscle. You
Ow.
take
Sorry.
half of 9 and half of 5 as he hits you twice.
Okay.
And you're up.
Okay. Hold on. Calculating things.
8 altogether is what you would take.
Okay. Alright. I give him a cat grin and I smash away.
Alright.
Kitty smash.
Kitty smash recklessly.
Oh, he had advantage on you, didn't he?
He did.
So you take 2 more slashing damage. Half of 4, sorry.
And that's my turn.
Alright.
Dolly.
So, question. I mean, I don't want to bring it up. It's only fair. Did I get hit? Because I didn't hear anything about Dolly getting...
Shit. There were 2 attacks on you, wasn't there?
There was just the one from the Wyvern, unless he does 2 at one time.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
I need a Constitution saving throw. You fail, so you're going to take 11 piercing and 19 poison as a stinger hit you.
Holy crap.
See, that's less than average.
You're welcome, Dolly.
If you said 11?
11 piercing, 19 poison.
Alright. So I have to make another Constitution save for my daggers.
They stay up.
And I'm gonna whip this guy with my magic whip.
Of course you are.
Man, this has gotten all kinds of kinky.
With my
It all-
inspiration.
Oh boy.
You're whipping
But
him while
can
he's
he
fucking.
please me?
How do you want to do this?
What the fuck?
Because it's my magic whip, obviously.
It only had 4 hit points.
Whoop-ha!
It had 4 fucking hit points and an AC of 20.
Whoop-ha!
That's
That's what I'm doing.
the fucking worst.
Okay, and then she's gonna move here, closer to her dagger thing.
Okay.
Now that this has happened, Leaf
Yeah.
now has to ask her how to be better in combat. She is now my master.
But can she please me?
I mean, Jesus, 4 hit points. I was like, it's a fucking whip. Even if she hits, he'll survive. Nope.
Nope. She rolled a 1 on that too.
Yep, minimum damage.
That's insane. Tide, you're up.
Yeah, so I'll have the boring turn, and I'll take 2 more shots at this one I've been just pin cushioning. Would I be on the map yet, or...?
No, because you've been taking only your movement.
That's true. So 2 shots at the same wyvern, the one that's above the tree. 17... 10 misses, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Yep, okay, so subtract those arrows, oh boy. And yeah, just keep doing my normal movement.
Alright, on its turn. This one flies off. This one flies off. This one flies off. This one flies off.
Ah, so
flies
the
off.
master is dead. They don't need to be there no.
You guys
Whoop-ha!
figured out the easy way of getting past this. Congratulations.
Oh,
No,
I had
I-
a question.
I think it's time for some RP.
Hold up, let me change the music, because I don't want us to be screaming at each other over bumping background music.
Totally told you that my whip was magic.
You are clearly a greater warrior than I am.
No. Leafy, it's just magic.
I mean, Maybe it is, but it has to be more than that.
No, it's just magic. And the downside, it doesn't work in water. I found that out the hard way.
So, so that's why you didn't want to get on any boats.
Yes, exactly.
While this is happening, Heian is gonna cast Healing Spirit at 2nd level. Or, no, because it is a 2nd level spot at 3rd level. And then just kind of have it stand on people that have taken damage until I can heal as much damage as I can heal in a minute.
Although Tide has rather been a little jaded and distant lately, he still can't help but feel deep inside slightly guilty at all the people that have died, and especially what just happened. So he kind of lets out a sigh, like rubs his face and says, "I would like to apologize for getting spotted."
Well, it's hard to say which of us caused that, but yeah.
I'll just say it was me.
Austin, roll 10 times.
Okay. I already had that prepared. I just need to see if it includes my modifier.
I don't believe it does.
No, it doesn't. Bam!
Damn.
So you can divide that up the way you want it.
Ugh.
Because I think it's only 5 foot, right?
Yeah.
So it's only going towards per turn.
Yep.
Alright. Go ahead and repeat.
Well, I guess we should probably warn the others about what happened. I can run down the wagon train and pass along the message.
I'd like to point out that as soon as I whipped that guy, the things flew away. So I'm thinking he was the one in control of us. And they really don't care what happens to us as long as those guys die.
Well, hopefully, I've never spent much time around with wyverns, but hopefully they can't. I hope that we just, like, gestures hand to the dead body. I hope that we just killed the one thing the one chance they had at knowing where we were. Speaking of which, I'm gonna search him.
Alright. You searching. You will find...
Leaf, you're gonna take 10.
You will find 2 javelins,
Okay.
a long sword,
Okay.
a shield that's a little damaged, and he's got goblin plate mail on.
Are
Disgusting.
those 2 javelins the javelins I threw into him?
Yeah.
Can I get them back?
Nah.
Could
Go
I
ahead.
please have those back, Leaf? Or Tide?
Changing names.
Give
always,
me-
and he's just gonna toss them back.
Give me 2d10s. Or just give me 1d10, sorry.
Me?
Yep.
Please be arrows. Please be arrows.
What is it?
Huh? Is it 10?
10 is a pouch of coarse sand dyed with flakes of rust.
He's gonna pick that up and look at it. Kind of like put some of it in his hand to examine it. Like, be like, what the fuck did he keep this for? Does he have any arrows on him?
No.
Damn. Alright. Anything written in Draconic?
Nope.
Okay, I tried. You said it was a pouch of coarse sand with rust in it?
Yep, coarse rust in it as well.
Okay.
So you got
Just
sand and a little bit of rust mixed in with it.
just kind of look at it for a bit, hold it to the light, and, well, like it's still leaning over the body. It's gonna be like, well, I suppose I'll keep this for whatever reason, who knows, and looks back at the party. We should probably get rid of the body.
Ty, does he have any cookies?
No.
Aw. Are you sure?
Would you like to look?
I'm gonna look.
He has no cookies.
Aw, man.
So I know this may seem a little gruesome, but considering he's wearing plate armor, that means he won't float. So, L, I'm gonna bloodlet the guy. Not the soldier, the hobgoblin. I'm gonna try to bleed as much of him as I can, and then just dump him in the fucking river.
Okay.
Just pats his hands together after it's done. Don't question it. Gets up and walks off. I'm gonna pick up the dead soldier's body, though. I suppose they'll figure out what to do with this. Burn it, bury it.
I'm not sure.
Well, if we burn it, wouldn't that, like, cause smoke and...
Well, it wouldn't be that big of a fire. They're not making a funeral pyre. Well, actually, no, that would be the right way to do it, so we would have to. So, burning is out of the question. So...
Alright, well, start digging.
I appreciate your attitude of a foreman and the lack of wanting to do the work yourself. And I'm gonna go find a shovel.
I'm gonna use the last 9 points on the guy. The one that was, I guess, driving the cart, did he actually take any damage?
No.
Okay. And I'm gonna eat those last 9 points. Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go find a shovel and bury this guy.
I intervened just in time to make sure there was only one casualty.
Does this guy have any arrows on him?
No.
Damn, alright, I'll bury him. I'll make sure he doesn't have anything, like, crucial, like a healing potion. And then I'll bury him.
Let me look real quick. He might actually have some arrows on him. Let me look.
That would be nice, because I only have 3.
No, he was armed with a heavy crossbow.
You are torturing me, you bastard. Alright. I'll just bury him. But I will take the bolts and the crossbow for the caravan, because still even a peasant can shoot something.
Alright.
Just put those with the caravan and whatever weapon he had.
Heian is going to find another guard and just notify them that someone has passed away.
Yeah.
If anybody cares.
They will. You will inform them of what took place, and they'll thank you for your help and keep things moving along. You will continue on, and as night approaches, arrows will be shot into the camp. You guys will go to investigate, but by the time you get there, they'll be gone. And this will keep happening. Because I don't think any of you guys can move 150 feet.
50. But if this keeps happening, if this becomes a theme, I would like to take some precautionary measures. Like, I would like to identify who is doing this. Did you want to say something, Adam?
I was going to suggest, if you're getting arrows, why don't you just grab them?
Say that again? I'm sorry. I think I cut out. You said if I'm getting arrows, what?
Yeah, if they're just shooting arrows at us, you could probably just take some of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Why take precautions when you can just let them shoot at us and take all the arrows?
It'll happen during the long stretch of the caravan, so it's not always the same place at the same time. And a few people will get hit. A few people will get hit, but no serious injuries. It's basically just keeping everybody awake and on edge, so
It's
that
just
you guys.
It's just harassment.
So that you guys can't really get any sleep, and you'll travel a lot slower.
But
Yes. You're breaking up. I can't hear anything you're saying. Can you guys hear me?
I have returned.
You're still
Yeah.
breaking up.
Yeah.
God.
Wait, try again.
Now good?
Yes.
Okay, I apologize. How many arrows would I get?
Oh, we'll say 6.
6. Cool, better than nothing.
Yeah, most of them broke, but the ones that were able to hit people, you were actually to get.
I would like, as I pick up some of the arrows from where they shot, I'd like to hold up the arrow before putting it in my quiver and sing in Draconic, "Thanks, bitch!" But, I would like, probably with Leaf helping me, maybe Heian, given nature, try to keep a better eye out and maybe see if we can keep this from happening.
Go ahead and give me an investigation, and if anybody has proficiency, they can help you, give you advantage.
Okay, have we had a long rest by this point?
No,
No? Alright.
they're preventing you from getting any kind of rest.
Investigation. I might have something to help me. Oh, it says, while tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their size, and how long ago they passed through the area. One thing I want to do before actually finding the places where some nights where we get shot from, could I then go to that spot after they've left to see how many there are, maybe what kind of creature they are?
Give me a survival.
Okay.
You have to give me the investigation first, buddy.
Okay. 15?
Yeah, sure. Seems to be goblins and kobolds.
I would like to kill them.
They're staying way without a range of you.
Well, the investigation check was to, I thought, find to find where they were before it happened. Like, keep an eye out. That's kind of what I asked.
The investigation was to find out what kind of creatures they were. Was the survival.
Okay, so
The investigation was to find out where they were shooting from. But as it's happening the entire length of the caravan.
yeah.
So it's like they're moving from one spot to another.
Yeah.
It's
So,
just harassment.
what
But if you want to track them down to fight them, you technically can do that. But it's going to take you away from the caravan. Because as you notice that they're not shooting at proper range, it's just harassment fire. They're shooting just to shoot into there. They don't care what they hit as long as it comes close to keep you guys from sleeping and resting and disturb. So they're a long ways away.
I'm just a little confused as to how small creatures can use long bows, but we'll proceed. I would like to basically, perhaps the caravan, like about 150 feet away from the caravan one night on watch, like keep my watch off to the side that distance away roughly.
I don't think they're shooting, like, necessarily longbows, because bows have 120 and 400 range.
That's short bow.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't think they're necessarily using longbows.
Well, I said that because he said 150.
They could be shooting at disadvantage.
It could be. I mean, yeah.
That's what I've been trying to say is they are shooting at disadvantage. That's why I said they're not aiming at anybody. They're just shooting to keep you guys awake.
Well, I'm gonna try to find them, and I'm going to try to kill them, essentially.
All right. My tooth is really killing me. I'm getting a bit aggravated, so I'm going to end the game here.
Okay.
Okay.
And we can pick up from here next week. I hope you guys had fun and stuff.
Ready for no rests.